Right, I thought I'd just do a catch-up video, seeing that I haven't done one for a while and things are starting to move at the lottie. So I've been coming up when I can. I've got a new job, so I work 4 on 3 off, so having 3 days has given us a bit of a chance to do a little bit more, I suppose. So I'll just go through each bed and show where we're at. So this is the first Spud bed. Like I say, things haven't been moving, and it's just, I would say, this last week it's actually started to take off. So I've got Spud bed 1, I've got Spud bed 2. This was also a Spud bed, but most of them didn't take. I've got a little patch there and some oddments. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them out and I'm going to use the rest of the bed for something else, because most of them are tied up. I've got some climbing French beans in on each side of the frame. I've just been to Wylam to Tom and Joe's to pick them up today. So they went in today. I got some courgette plants that went in today from Tom and Joe's. Runner beans have gone in. Again, I've had to buy, there's some peas on this side that I've direct sowed. I've tried direct sowing things because nothing was coming on in the tubs and in the pots, so I've direct sown some stuff, see if it doesn't get eaten by the pigeons. It's been very hitty missy, to be honest. I must have put about 12 pea shoots in here, and one of them's happened, so I'll replant them when I can. I'm determined to get some peas. I've got beetroot in here, so they're coming on a little bit. My onions are in, they've been in for ages and they're coming on canny, to be honest. There's some big chunky monkeys there, so they've been in for a while. These onions as well, which I do believe are pickling onions, they've been in for a while, and so they're doing really well. I've got some sweet corn in here. I'm being strong-armed into going sweet corn because, to be honest with you, I think it's a complete waste of time. But I've been asked to do it, so I'm going to do it. That's the Jerusalem artichoke bed. So I just put some of the tubers that were from last year. I just put them back in, and so they're really coming on. So this is another Spud bed. Obviously I put lots of spuds in because we eat lots of spuds and I give lots of spuds away. So this is a rhubarb crown I got given last year. Someone gave it away and I planted it up, and it's coming on. So in the greenhouse I've got my garlic, which has been in for yonks, so I'll pull that when it dies back. I got given 3 tomato plants off my kind neighbour today. I just hope it doesn't get too cold for them, from my neighbour Jimmy Jones. So that was really good of him. I've got stuff to go in at home, tomatoes, etc., but I'll do that when the weather cheers up. I've got lettuce in, so there's 6 lettuce in there. I've got some I've got some beetroot in here. Can't really see it. I've got bags of spuds, Spud Mountain, so they're really coming on as well. So that's awesome. In my brassica cage that I built, I've got Savoy cabbage in there, and I've got sprouts in here, but the bastard slugs keep eating this one. I have got a few spares in the greenhouse. I'll wait till they get a bit bigger and I'll replace them. So, and then finally, in these 2 frames that I got given, I've got lettuce, more lettuce. So everything's netted off just because there's pigeons on the site, and I did try an experiment last year where I didn't net some things off and they got munched. So that's where we're at in terms of everything that's that's in, and it's finally looking green and coming on nicely. Actually, I've neglected a couple of things up here. So I've got one empty bed up here. What I've got some, is it mango? Can't remember what they're called. Big giant beetroot, mango wurzel or something daft. I don't know. I've got some of them coming on in the greenhouse, so I'm gonna try them. And this is the carrot bed. So I sowed a few rows of carrots and I thinned them out yesterday. And to be honest, they're quite patchy, but I think they'll be enough. So I'm not complaining. So, in terms of everything compared to how it was last year, I don't think I've done bad. So that's it for now.